gamers! My name is Darkjon and welcome back to the NeueCraft SMP server. So, we are down here in bulk storage where last episode we totally transformed this area of our base, quadrupling the amount of overflow bulk shulker based storage that we have, and we built ourselves all of this down here, removed some stuff and put in all of this, and a very neat clever way of transporting all the items around the base from the various farms and outputs of the main storage system into here via water streams, dramatically speeding up the time it can take for an item to get through this whole system and try and find a home. So I'm very happy with all of that, and it's working like a charm. I've completely populated it now, so there's still a few things I probably need to get down here, but this side has still got a lot of room. This side's filling up fast. It's got some more food items to put in over here, and over this side reserved mostly for blocks and mob drops and things. So did a good bit of shuffling, but we're in a good place now, and I feel like yeah, it's looking and feeling as I want it to be, which is great. So this episode, we're probably going to do a little bit more redstone-y stuff, I think. There's a few projects that have been on my list to do for a little while, related to some existing projects that are out there. So we're going to go and have a little bit of a explore on the nether roof, first of all. Okay, it's over this way. So this is something we touched on in our world tour. We actually did this project quite some time ago now. Over here is how we get to our slime farm. This is the nether roof side of the slime farm where we collect the slimes and take them out and collect all their drops. And of course, if we pop through this portal, we'll find ourselves at our perimeter where we built the slime farm itself. Just a double chunker out here. Very, very effective at generating the slimes in a space like this, as you can imagine. And yeah, we go to our AFK spot. This is pretty much the only thing that is loaded, and we can start to see them already popping in here. They fall down into the water streams from the platforms above and get pulled into the nether, where they end up on the nether roof back on the other side. So it's actually back in episode 19 that we built this thing, and we ran it continuously for at least a day and got ourselves a whole bunch of slime balls. 5x5, 25 double chests full of shulkers, full of slime balls. That's a lot of slime balls. And I think French had started trying to manually craft these up into slime blocks, and yeah, got through one and a bit shulkers worth, clearly, and got tired of doing that. So he sent me something he found, which is actually an El Mango crafting system, which should speed this up dramatically, because we want to compress these down. 25 will probably get like 2.5 double chests of shulkers of slime cubes, because obviously there's 9 balls per cube. Hello sheep, what are you doing on the nether roof? Yeah, you shouldn't be here. So we can compress this down in order to store it more efficiently, and then we can divvy up the proceeds and put them in our bases. And I can put some in my overflow storage system, of course, that we just refined. So I'm going to head off and go and gather all materials I need for this build. We're going to put this auto crafting machine right up here next to the slime balls, because we don't want to be moving all of these chests worth of shulkers around the world, and we're going to turn the balls into cubes. small problem. I just realised we are going to have to transport several million slime balls somewhere else in the world, because I brought my materials out here to build this mess crafting system and realised it requires water to move items around. We're in the Nether. This isn't going to work. Sheep can survive, but water cannot. So this has to be built in the overworld. Therefore, I need to find a suitable location for it. If I have to move all of these anyway, like the distance I have to move them is, you know, in theory I could move them right here near the perimeter, but if I'm going to build this in the overworld, I may as well build it somewhere reusable and just suck up the pain of moving this many shulkers of slime balls around the world. So what we're going to do is build it at our base, I guess. Can't think of anything better. So let's go back there. May as well take as many of these as I can carry with me, and we'll take things from there, I guess. Okay, this thing is much bigger than I thought it was going to be, so it won't fit up here. I was hoping I could squeeze it in around mass storage, but no, that's not going to happen. So what we're going to do instead, I think, is put it down here next to the villager trading hall and make a giant cave here. So this bit of wall is unused, and yeah, it's quite large, as you can see. We're going to go into some cave systems down here. Need to remove some water. It's going to get close to my village tower over here, but it's not going to intersect, and it's not going to poke out of the walls. It's not going to get in the way, so I think that's going to be a nice little tucked away home for it to live. I'm going to dig out the hole, and from there we can start the build. And we are done. Oh my goodness. This turned out to be a much bigger project than I ever imagined. And I have yet to test this, all fully loaded up, but I'm quickly going to do a run through of how this works, and then I'm going to go load it up and we can give it a quick try. So, what have we done? I made a bit of a boo-boo. When I first built this, I did it in a creative world, and I didn't test it properly, in that I didn't realise quite how much this could generate. In the time-lapse, you'll see me making a single shulker box loader down below, because I was thinking quantity of shulker boxes. I've got to turn all of these, 25 chests worth. This will squash down into just a couple of chests, like 3 chests worth. So I thought, I'll just have a single shulker loader with a couple of chests, that should be enough. I forgot about the quantity. Shulker loaders work with hoppers, and we have to work at the pace of hoppers, and the pace at which this machine can craft is insane. I had to put a bigger shulker loader underneath, basically. So we went from 1 shulker loader to 21 shulker loaders in line down here. 3 rows of 7 with a big circular water stream looping around, because I'm not convinced that's enough. We'll find out in a minute, I guess. And I'm hoping most of the items will eventually get picked up around this circuit within 5 minutes, because it should take less than 5 minutes to empty an entire double chest full of shulkers of slime balls and craft them up. It should do. So we shouldn't lose any in theory. But let's hop in the free cam here. We can go down below. These are shulker loaders, so here they all are, all loaded up. Same shulker loader design we use everywhere else, and yeah, the water stream above is where the items, the crafted items, will land. Going across the top of these, every one of these hoppers gets completely saturated, as I said. So we'll have items going round and round and round. Hopefully they'll all get picked up in time. The output of the shulker loaders comes into this hopper elevator, dropper elevator, and the dropper elevator exits into a chest up here. So we've got 9 crafting stations at the top, which we'll see in a minute. That should allow us to, if we fill those with shulkers, we'll end up with this full of shulkers. 9 to 1 is the ratio. So how does the rest of this thing work? Let's go up and have a look. So at the very top here is where we load. Every one of these stations is identical, so we're going to put all of our slime balls, which you've got to move from all of those chests, into all of these. So it should probably do less than 3 loads, 2.5 loads of this thing, and we're going to distribute it evenly. And all of this does is once it's turned on, there's a bit of a clock down the back here, and that in turn will be spitting out the shulkers here. Those shulkers get spat out of into this water stream. They get set on fire, and then they slowly go down this honey wall. So they'll go slowly, remaining on fire, and just before they hit the water at the bottom, so they'll go very slowly, and when they get to about here, the shulker box explodes. I didn't realize this. When you set a shulker box entity on fire, the items inside of it will all pop out. So just as it gets to here, all of the items that are inside the shulker explode out. They in turn get pushed around here, and where are the pistons? They come down to the pistons right here, and those get bolted across into the water stream super fast, and everything ends up being delivered to the player, who will be sat right here. So we'll have 9 shulker box worth of slime balls basically coming at us almost consistently, which is crazy. By flicking this switch, we're going to stand here and we're going to be crafting. So let me get into position, give a bit of a demo of what that looks like. So we go down here. Yeah, we're going to be crafting here, and we have a crafting mod installed. There we go. So I've already set up the recipe. So this is using it's called Item Scroller, and in Item Scroller you can do auto crafting. Basically, it'll just craft everything it can based on some pre-saved recipes you've got here. So as long as the ingredients are present in your inventory, you will hold down Command-Alt-C and it will just continuously craft those. So we'll have slime balls fall on our head from above. We'll be standing here and crafting, and everything we craft will just get chucked out right in front of us into this water stream, and that goes into the 21 shulker loaders below that will be filling up shulker boxes completely full of slime cubes. And the slime cubes get loaded up, and then those in turn will all end up going upstairs. That's it really. And then if we want to manually empty the shulkers, we can just go through and push all of these buttons. Bit of a manual process at the moment, but still pretty fast. And then this is to reload the shulkers down here. I've already run it a few times, but I brought down a whole bunch of shells and logs and a crafting station so I can make shulkers here, fill up this guy, and then send this on its way to load up the shulker loader system. But it's already preloaded with some stuff. There's a timer back here. I need to go and find and put some items in. I've got about 21 items in a hopper clock up there. Go do that, and then I'm going to fill the upstairs chests with shulkers of slime balls, and then we should be in a position ready to test this for the first time in our world. Hopefully I've built it all correctly. Alright, so I think we're ready. I've done a bit of tidying up around here. I took down the beacon that was used to dig the hole and cleared up all of the chests, and yeah, it's looking a lot tidier around here. We've also gotten rid of some of these because we have put a entire double chest's worth of shulkers into each one of these guys. It's already drained through into the dispenser and the hopper, but yeah, each one of these is all full of shulkers of slime, all 9 of them. That's all ready to go. The shulker loaders are full of empty shulkers ready to start. They're all totally empty as a starting point. Tested the dropper elevator, that's working. I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to test this thing. Let's see if it actually works. So step 1, I think it's good to empty my inventory when doing this stuff in case I accidentally throw any of this stuff in the system. Shulker's all loaded. Right, now we should just stand here, turn the machine on. Let's get our crafting recipe up. I had one here for shulkers set up, so we'll switch to slime. That's our crafting recipe. And we should just switch on the machine, and hopefully I can get some footage of, of what's going on in the background here. So here we go. I'm just going to stand here holding the auto craft key combo. Control Alt C. Machine takes a little while to spin up. There we go. Boom. Oh, and we can kind of see it happening in the background there, but slime cubes are being crafted. That was the first batch coming in. And it crashed. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, try 3. A bit of troubleshooting. I think I may have got it sorted. Ultimately, I think these trapdoors were flipping the wrong way. I had them the wrong orientation. They've got to go flip up this way. So I've made sure that they all do that, which was a bit of a pain to actually get in place, because you have to break the sign, which lets the water flow out, so you've got to stop the water, realign the trapdoor, place the sign, break the sign, try not to break honey blocks and let water go everywhere. And I've also put in a whole bunch of extra leaf blocks around the piston pushers here, slime block launchers, because that's where the items are bunching out. So hopefully they're going to fall in the right place, get picked up, not fall out any longer. Okay, so a couple of small scale tests of this thing. Later, I think I've got the rate limiting sorted. I think. Both client and server side. Like, tweaked a few settings just to get a good compromise. It's not particularly fast, but it's faster than I can do any other way. So what we're going to end up with is we're going to be standing in a sea of slime balls at our feet while we continue to craft. But I don't think that's a problem, because we'll still blast through it before everything despawns, and then hopefully everything here will pick up everything that's left. So I'm going to run it for a bit of a longer term test here, and we're going to see how this machine works. So when the timer goes off any second, we're going to see the shulker boxes get pumped out of the dispensers, they go through the water stream, set on fire, they slip down the honey blocks there, and they explode. All of the slime blocks get launched out onto these trapdoors. The trapdoors open, letting the items go down, and the sticky piston bolts push all the items through, so they all arrive on top of me all at once, right here, and then I craft away until everything is done, and the whole thing repeats on a timer. And luckily I craft through all of these with just enough time to take a bit of a breather in between runs. So let's watch this machine do its thing. Just taking a pause there for a minute. Look how many slime cubes, slime blocks that are running through this system. Every single one of these 21 hoppers is totally overwhelmed right now. So I'm going to give it a little break and just let it catch up, or we're going to start losing some of these, I think. But that's ridiculous. Absolute madness. This thing is working like a charm. I think we've got the balance just about right. And there's no point crafting any faster because my shulker box loading system can't keep up. You can hear them going in up there. We should be able to see a whole bunch of these are completely full of slime blocks already. That's fantastic. Right, everything has gone through the system now. It's caught up. What have we got? 27, 28, 29 shulkers of slime blocks already completely full, and of course all the shulker loaders are going to be partially full as well. So we've got 21 shulkers with some slime blocks still in the system. What I'm going to do now is empty the rest of these into the system up here. Get all of the shulkers of slime balls up there. Another double chest of shulkers in each, and run the system one more time. Empty this, and we'll do it again until we get rid of all of these slime balls. We're going to convert all of these into slime blocks. And we are done. Mega crafting of slime balls to slime blocks complete. Check it out. This machine saved me so much time. I mean, it may have been a similar amount of time in reality to just craft it all manually as opposed to building this, but now I have this amazing machine I can use to craft stuff like this anytime in the future. How fantastic! And it does work really well. Now we've tuned the auto crafting mods, the item scroller mods, to work, and the server as well. We got the cadence just right, everything sort of works in perfect balance, and that massive wall of chests, the 25 chests, have been condensed to 2 and a bit, which is exactly right, I think? Yeah, I think that's about right. We may have lost a few items in the process due to all of the early mishaps and items just going all over the shop and probably despawning, but we got there in the end, and yeah, we can blast through crafting as fast as we want now, so this is fantastic. I want to try this for doing dispensers. That'll be really good with the whole bow thing, because that's the most painful thing in the game to craft. So we're going to try this with some other stuff, but for now we're very happy with this. These are all completely full of slime blocks, every single one of them. So because the perimeter project is split with French, I'm guessing he can come here and help himself to a shulker of these, a chest of these. In the meantime, I'm going to I'm going to do that and put these away upstairs. There we go. We now have slime. I keep forgetting what these damn things are called. Blocks. Slime blocks. I keep wanting to call them cubes, but that's the mob. Slime blocks right next to the slime balls in our bulk storage system, and I've sorted the filter out upstairs as well. All done. So there we go. We've got a whole chest, and yeah, the rest of them are in here. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll leave a double chest full of shulkers down here for French to come collect when he wishes. Okay, project success. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. Actually, I was planning to do something else this episode, but I think we'll save it for next time because it's already pretty long, and I'm trying to get episodes out a little bit faster and just do less each time. So, next time we're going to use some of these slime cubes in a rather large contraption that's going to get us an awful lot more resources, that's in turn going to allow us to further populate our bulk storage. So it all ties together, it's all connected, and yeah, there's still a lot more to do in this world for us to get to where we want to be. So all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, please do give us a like, and if you'd like to see what we get up to next time with all those slime blocks, then please subscribe, it's going to be good. Hope you enjoyed the editing style in this one. I'm trying a few different things with the replay mod and how to put episodes together, so if you did, give us a like and give us a comment down below. Thanks so much, and we'll see you all next time. Bye bye for now.